Hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Web App Wednesday. I am Tiberius. Today, I'm not entirely sure what we'll be doing. That'll be up to chat. I have a few people in chat. I'm going to mispronounce your name. Alhadjiwanu12. Teddington, always nice to see you. Tim GTA 5, great game by the way. First time viewer. First time chatter. Maybe you've been lurking. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, Teddington. Pacemaker 1923. I am doing okay, thank you very much. My Wednesday has been alright. It's probably going to be better now. Mr. FHL, hello, another first time chatter. Just a guy, always good to see you. So, new glasses? No? How long have you... I don't know, that's weird. I've had these glasses for like a year. I don't think I've worn other glasses on stream. Are you feeling alright, just a guy? Do you need glasses? That's what we should ask. I think you need new glasses. If you think these are new. These are... Yeah. No new haircut. No new camera. Yeah. Blame it on TryHackMe. You're fatigued. That makes sense. Alright, let's before I forget, because last time I managed to do an entire stream without stream raiders. Or, to be honest, anyone mentioning Stream Raiders. So, we have a very hard challenge on Stream Raiders. So I need everybody battling if you can. If you haven't ever played Stream Raiders, this is a great chance to get involved. The link will appear in the chat momentarily. There we go. All you have to do is go over to that link, sign in with your Twitch account. Every 5 minutes you get to place a new unit, and then after half an hour we try and battle. You don't have to do anything other than place units. The game controls everything. It's a 0-player game. So I'm more excited about Friday's stream. And the reason I'm excited about Friday's stream, and the reason you should come to Friday's stream, is because Frustration Friday is what we usually do on Friday. And Frustration Friday is what we will do on Friday. However, Frustration Friday this week will be different, because the frustration will have already occurred. And I will effectively just be reliving the frustration, because what I am going to do on Friday is go through as many of the Hack the Box Cyber Apocalypse CTF challenges as I can in the time we have, and explain how we, I should say, because I'm on a team, how we found the way in and solved the challenge. So if I switch to my screen, actually, this is currently... So I've been mostly focusing on the web. So we've solved pretty much all of the easy and medium web. The hard ones are just ridiculous, so no idea if we'll even get to these. The CTF ends tomorrow. So we'll go over most of these. Depending if they release the code, we might not be able to do 3 of them. But we'll see. I managed to solve the first 3 of the crypto, so we'll go over those as well. This one especially was amazing. So if you're interested in cryptography, stay around for that on Friday. Yeah, we will do that. Should I buy... Oh, sorry, FTS Sex said yo Tib. Yo. Should I buy 1 year subscription for TryHackMe? I think subscription for 3 months are enough to learning paths. Then I can switch to Hack the Box. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. If you think you can do this, it really depends how much work you're gonna put in. So yeah, if you can do a dedicated 3 months, then yeah, it might be worth just doing the 3 months. Personally, because I mean I stream, so I buy the year. Zakan, hey. Effecto, hello. Shoreditch, nice to see you. Cryptography isn't easy. I need that. Cryptography is not easy, and this one, Three-Eyed Oracle, honestly, is magic. This one is very easy. It's probably why 479 teams have solved it. This one, I can't remember. I don't think it's that difficult. This one I loved. So let's get away from that. What else is new? Yeah, what do we do today? Well, we have some options. We can continue trying to find new CVEs. I say new CVEs. We're pretty much cheating by just using this one guy's awful PHP repository. We can do that some more, or we can do some Web Security Academy challenges, or we can do a TryHackMe web themed box. So what I'm going to do is post a poll, and you, the viewers, will decide. What should we do? CVE Hunting, Web Security Academy, or TryHackMe Web. Alright. So we'll do that. We've got 2 minutes. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I love NeoFetch now. This is what I do. Actually, this is what a lot of us do on stream. We all steal from each other. I totally stole this idea from Al Hazred, but then I discovered the rainbow thing, which I think is funny. I think I'll stole Tmux, this powerline Tmux from me, which is fine. I'm pretty sure I stole Stream Raiders from him. Gar stole marbles from me. It's great. We basically just pass around ideas and see what sticks. It's a neat little community. Oh yeah, and Al took his new terminal thing from who did he nick that from? I can't remember. Another streamer. Why do you not upload a YouTube channel? I do have a YouTube channel. Chris Nova, that was it. So my YouTube channel, I upload these streams. I have a backlog, but the backlog is diminishing. I'm slowly catching up to the point where hopefully I will be able to release the recording of a stream, maybe not the day after, but at least a few days after. So yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. No need to apologize. Honestly, the main problem with the YouTube is editing the content. By editing the content, all I really need to do is trim the video, because obviously at the start of a stream there's 10 minutes of just nothing. So I try and remove that. But yeah, looks like CVE Hunting won. I have just a guy. Yeah, I basically spent a few hours one day just editing streams and then saving them. CVE Hunting won, so we will do some CVE Hunting. Let's go back to the. I guess I should go to Exploit DB and explain what we were doing. Okay, so this. Let's go to this site. This is one of my exploits I have a CVE for. And they're based off this Indian site, I think. But effectively, this guy releases a bunch of PHP apps that are just terrible and full of holes. And what we've done the past, actually I think just last Wednesday, is we looked through a few of these and found a few bugs. So we'll probably do that now. Are you interested in cyber threat intelligence? Do you read threat intelligence reports in your spare time? I don't. I try and stay up to date with like emerging threats, mostly through like just the social media stuff, like Twitter, and honestly like through work a lot. So I don't actively read threat intelligence stuff. Okay. Let's just do a random number between 1 and 39 again. Ooh, there's Java projects as well. Python? Ooh. I wonder if we should... We'll stick with PHP for now. Okay. Random.org. Actually, I think we... There we go. 38. Life insurance management system in PHP. Madman took your BOF buffer overflow room on TryHackMe and got much better overnight. Nice. Glad to hear it worked. Okay. Question about CVEs. I noticed that a lot of plugin apps, whatever, that get CVEs registered are mostly taken offline. Just available on GitHub. I don't notice that, but presumably they're like just free part-time projects. This is the issue with CVEs, and I went over this last time. It's incredibly easy to find CVEs. So always be wary when people use CVEs as some form of clout. Obviously, it's not a general rule because a lot of CVEs are really clever. But just having a CVE doesn't necessarily mean you're some uber hacker, right? I have CVEs, and this was just easy. This was a unauthenticated PHP upload. So it wasn't difficult. I don't have any what you would call, well, okay, I have two CVEs that are probably clever, but they're bound to my real name, so I'm not going to reveal them. But yeah, I have one in a cross-site scripting, and the delivery mechanism was kind of useful. And I have one SQL injection. Have you done any defense work in the past? No. Do you have a command for the songs? Yes, it is songs, I think. Or just song. There we go. Song, and I think music works. Yeah, and it gives the playlist, which is a great playlist. It's copyright free, so you can use it on streams, you can use it in videos. It's quite nice. Okay, let's download this. Save it. Yeah, I like this playlist. It's one of the rare free playlists which doesn't suck. And they continue to update it. Like, it doesn't get updated all the time, but I definitely see, like, there's new songs 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. So, like, the oldest song on it is March of this year. So you get a decent shuffle of songs. Downloads. Summary of what we're doing. We are downloading crappy PHP apps, installing them, and then finding bugs in them, which are technically CVEs. You could register a CVE for them. I'm not, because honestly registering a CVE just takes so much time that I can't be asked. But people can. I don't mind if the first person to register one just registers it while watching this stream. LIMS is the phone. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna extract this. We'll extract it to downloads first. Okay. So let's copy this. So we could obviously do code review, but we're gonna try and not do code review for the first bit. So if we do copy downloads LMS LM I need to do -r. Okay. Is it a good idea to register lots of CVs to put them on the CV? No, not really. If you have CVEs, definitely mention that you have CVEs. You don't need to list them. And honestly, only mention CVEs if they're interesting ones. But yeah, if somebody has CVEs, it's kind of like, oh, that's interesting, rather than, wow, you're an amazing hacker. Okay, I need to go back to... We edit the connection.php file with your database username and password. So actually, firstly, we need to create a user into service MySQL start. What? I reset this yesterday. Why is it now not working? Okay. Can I just sudo it? Okay. I need to apparently set the MySQL root password. Do we change it? There we go. So I'm just gonna literally just put it as password, and then we can just use the root user, which you should never do, but because this is my VM, don't really care. So it's said to edit the connection.php. So already they assume you have a root user. There's usually a database. There it is in database, probably. So yeah, there's a database here. So what we need to do is mysql-u root-p, and then import the database. And this should work. Oh yeah, I need to do. Did it not have a create database? Okay, I need to actually log in as root and do create database limbs. Okay. Now we should be able to do. There we go. Honestly, if you do any kind of anything that could be considered hacking, even if it's doing something like TryHackMe, you're a hacker. Hacking is a mindset. Okay. All right. So now I think we should just work. So let's just check if it does. So I shouldn't go to HTTPS. Although probably it did a. Okay. I'm just going to open it in burp. It's going to be much easier. Okay. Localhost limbs. Failed to connect to localhost. Do I not have? Okay. cd.slash, pick up the permissions. So it's possible that I just need to own all these. So I should actually be able to do as my regular user, but I can't. Okay. Why? Damien, thank you for the bits. Okay, it's working, so why isn't this working? Oh, hang on. I don't think... Yeah, I need to own the LIMS directory as well. Okay, let's see. Did they give us any information about username and password? Of course they didn't. Last time it was hidden over here, I just didn't see it. But, I guess, can we just check out the database then? So let's just try and show tables. Select all from agent. Okay. We have Ahmed and 12345, so probably need to log in as that. Why is that not? Okay, weird. 12345. Okay. So can we just create like regular users? Yeah, we can. Okay, so we'll do Tiberius and we'll just do a password of password. Oops. We'll see. Submit. We need an image file. Okay. I'm going to use an image from another CTF. Submit. Goodness. Gender. Male. Birthday. 01/01/1970. Please don't make me fill out all of this. Marital status. None of your business. National ID 1, phone number 1, address 1, policy ID 1. Does that work? No. Tiberius. Male. Ah. 01/01 1970 1 1 1 1. Okay, so we have, hopefully, we've got Harry Potter, that's good, and Tony Stark. Did it actually upload my client? I don't even see it, but I guess we can log out and see if I can even log in here. Okay, that did not work. I guess I should probably read up on this app. Does it? Agents can create clients. Agents can only edit and delete info. Oh, okay, right. Master agent can create, update, delete all clients and info. Payment records and nominees can be added. So really, we should probably log in as just a regular agent. But how do we know? There's like no way of telling who's a regular agent or not. This is very strange. Okay, well, let's just start exploring the app. I mean, client ID here, so the first thing we can just figure out is there SQL injection? There's definitely SQL injection. Yep. There we go. That was easy, right? We literally have all the agents now. All the clients, sorry. See how easy this is? This app is rubbish. So yeah, CVE number 1 is the fact that we can let me filter out all of this. Yeah, so we can literally just do an SQL injection there. So this was just a regular or 1 equals 1. And we could probably do a union if we wanted to. Interesting, the ID, even though it's numeric, still required an apostrophe. Because if we just put a space there... Yeah. I'm not even going to bother writing these down because honestly there's just going to be too many of them. But one thing we can try is seeing how good the authorization mechanism is, because we're currently logged in. So if I go over here and click new... Oh, you can't see it, but if you click new incognito window... Oh, look, it actually worked. But last time... Did it do it again? It did. It did it again, guys. Remember last time we found this? So if you browse to an authenticated page, right? This is authenticated. It does a redirect. 302 found redirects you back to the index page. Except it doesn't then just send the request back. It runs everything on the page anyway and then sends the output back. So even though you don't see it in the browser, it still shows it. It's still sending it to the browser itself. The browser will ignore a 302 found redirect with a body. It'll just redirect immediately. It won't even display this at any point. But what we can do is we can copy this string. We can go to options in burp. Scroll down to match and replace. We'll click add. We'll go to response header. Yeah, response header. Paste that in. And then if we just do a match replace 200 OK. Click OK. And now we go back. So we're gonna copy this again. And here's our incognito window. See incognito. We load this now. If I actually load the correct URL, I guess. Oh, look at that. We're logged in. Though we're not logged in. There's no session here. Okay, where is my request? There's my request. Okay, there is a session, but it's not actually authenticated. Okay, we could take this out. I could take this cookie out if I wanted to. In fact, it might be worth doing. So we go to application, cookies, delete that cookie, refresh. It's going to give us a cookie back anyway, but we're still logged in. Now the question is, can we edit clients? You're not authorized. So they have done some checks. It's not all bad. Can we add a client? Apparently you can't add a client because there's no add client. Okay, can we view agents? Yes. Can we view policies? We can do all this stuff. Interesting. Can't edit it. We can add stuff though. So this is a massive security breach, and I'll show you how to fix it. So I open up a new tab. Oh, okay. Am I not in the www data group? I am. Hang on. I just need to set permissions properly on this directory. So we're in chmod g plus read write execute on LMS. And do that, and do this. And then we should be able to CD into it. Yeah. Okay. So we need to figure out where the authorization check is going. So we go back to that client that we were looking at. So it's edit client. Oh no, not edit. Client status. So if we just vim client status, and we scroll down here, find the PHP code. Includes header, username equals session. Well, there's the SQL injection there. Look, they're just literally they're passing client ID directly from the URL straight into a string, and then passing it to the database. So I think we actually need to go to header.php. So I think this is why. Yep. I wonder why it didn't redirect to client home. I thought it redirected back to index. There it is. So here's the header location index.php. Changing a read-only file. I should have write permissions on this file. Okay, apparently you don't. We'll just do dash sudo dash. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I go to header again. And we'll just search for the header function. There we go. If we go now to this and we just do die 0. And then we'll grab. This was the unauthenticated one, so we'll send this to repeater. We'll strip out the cookie anyway. Okay, so now it's still sending us to index.php, which is interesting. Is there another? Well, there's that one. You can always do die 0 there. There must be another thing. Oops, we're going to do that. Let's have another look at client status and see what we can see. I wonder if there's a header in here. No, okay. So there is. So it includes the header. Which is even weirder. So the other thing, I guess, is does header include anything? Header includes connection, but that shouldn't do anything. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why it's still redirect. Oh, hang on. No, that can't be right. Oh, it is redirecting to client home now, though. So maybe if I just grep client home. Login.php. I'm trying to figure out why. Well, that's fine. Did I not type it right? Yeah, okay, I don't know why then. Die 0 should basically refuse to send anything else. So we shouldn't even be seeing... Oh, we're not. Yeah, okay, sorry. So it looks like it still outputs some HTML before it handles everything. But you see now... so it outputs some HTML, then it does the check. That's why. Alright, so the fix does work, Tim. Okay, so we're good. So basically you can bypass all the authentication here. Let's see. You know there was that... I don't know why I just logged out. Also, I need to disable the match replace. Let's go back in as Ahmed, because apparently there's only one type of user, even though it says there's multiple. Can we just do this again? Yeah, there's SQL injection here, isn't there? There is. All the things. Oh boy. There was an upload for the agents. Like if we added an agent, we could upload an image. Even though it didn't upload... It didn't look like it uploaded for me though. Can we just edit one? I wonder. No. Okay. Ah, jeez. Oh, is it? Sorry. It was clients we could do. Can we add a client? Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go back to where I added my client, Tiberius. Which was back here somewhere. Insert client. If I send this to repeater, I'm gonna have to switch out the cookie still, because it's in the old session. Oh, we have Stream Raiders. So let's do Stream Raiders first. Stream Raiders. Okay, I hope we're not gonna get completely destroyed here. Where do I put the curse? Put it there. Okay. Well, whoever can throw those fire things, that's pretty good. We're doing pretty good, considering. Teddington killed 27. Well done to Steve 34 and Christy. Okay, we'll go this way. Alright. So the question is, like, I guess, can we even find this? Is there an images directory? Let's just go localhost. There's no images directory. Is there an upload? Uploads. There is an uploads directory. And there's the parakeet. So presumably, we can just upload a PHP file. Right? So we'll just do test.php. Take all this content out. Actually, you can just scroll all the way down. We don't need any of this content because I can guarantee it's not going to try and even check that it's an image file. Actually, let's use my really simple shell here. Internal server error. File is not an image. Oh my goodness. They are checking whether it's an image. Question is, how are they doing it? If I do .jpg, file is not an image. So we need to use some magic bytes, presumably. So if we scroll down, if we go back to the post request, the original one, and you know what, let's just copy this and shove it there. Put a new line in. Well, it's not an image. Oh, hang on, this. No, this did upload it. I guess what we could do is just take all of the bytes and just append. To here. Tell server error. I may have to do it. We may have to just intercept, make sure it's still working. So what we'll do, I guess we'll just use PHP info that's in here. Oh no, we can't. What am I talking about? I need to actually upload an image. Use my cardinal again. I'm just going to put ones for everything here because it doesn't seem to actually care. Okay, so now we're going to go back to burp, go intercept, intercept is on. And then all I'm going to do is go down to the bottom of this file and see if we can just insert. Ooh, come on. Can I just insert right at the end here? Did that work? It did. Oh, hang on. I need to resend that because I didn't change the file name. So we'll just do PHP. Not PHP info. cmd.php. That does 500 internal server error, but is it because of the name or the file? No, okay, it loaded anyway. So now if we go here, there it is. So we do zip. So technically it's still an image, but if we do ID and then go all the way here, it should. Let me just view the page source. It's gonna be much easier. Line wrap. Maybe it didn't work. I mean, it should be dub data, so just search for. Interesting. Can I wonder how many bytes I can remove from this before it figures it's. Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't even put it in. Okay. So what I did there was I didn't have the right payload selected in you can just do system, right? So CMD2 and we'll see. It did upload that. Okay, so if we go CMD2, now if we scroll all the way down, I think we should get, oops. There we go. So So there's our RCE. And I guarantee if we remove the cookie, change the file again, CMD3, and send it. Even though it says this, well, maybe. Oh no, I fixed this. So hang on, let's unfix. Let's unfix this. Where's my die statements? Let's delete those. Send it again. VO2 found. Still uploads the picture. There's no authentication here. Now if we go to CMD3 and line wrap all the way down. Here you go. Complete unauthenticated RCE for you. Oh, I need to move my unit. There we go. I wonder if there is any XSS. So the obvious places for XSS is in here, but I don't think is it actually adding. Oh, it is adding people. Okay, so we'll try and add some users. We'll just do it as this. Well, actually, that's a clan password. That won't work. So we'll put it in these fields. You know what? We can put it in every field. And actually, let's try all this because this might work better. I'm going to upload parakeet again, I guess. Just try all of this. Base in every single field. I'm just going to put some regular HTML injection. And then if that renders, we can clients. Yeah, there you go. So we have HTML injection, which we could easily then just upgrade to an XSS. We also have it here. Look, that was what this was for. This is now escaping out of this input field, and so I'm escaping out of the input field in every single one of these. So if we now just do, let's put a script tag in there, I guess. Script alert document dot domain, and then just put a 1 in all of these. Update. Look at that. And we have XSS, and it could realistically have been in any of these fields. It could also have been in any of these fields here as well. Presumably all of these as well, these nominees. Any questions? Any particular vulnerabilities you want me to try for? Because obviously we've covered a bunch of the main ones. Yeah, and this software is all just free. XXE would be interesting. The problem with XXE is you need some form of XML parsing, and I bet they don't do it. You can always just search for it. Oops, XML. Obviously, this is XML files, so that's not going to count. Yeah. It doesn't look like it'll do any actual XSS. Oh, sorry, XXE. So, interesting. Again, CSV form injection, you would need some kind of export. But CSV formula injection is fun. The problem with CSV formula injection is a lot of people don't consider it a vulnerability because it's not really attacking their web app, and it's not attacking anyone in the context of the web app either. It's kind of an offline attack, so it's a bit iffy. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. You have to disable macros, and you have to click, I think, twice to accept the macro and run it. So yeah, not good. Right, the DDU. So again, we could try and find something else. I honestly wondered, he has a GitHub. We could try and look at one of his Python projects. I don't know. Does this just run using Django? How to run? First you need to install Python. And you have to double click the index.py. Okay. I mean, let's just download it and see exactly what this does. Because I'm kind of intrigued now. So I guess we don't even need a web server. You can probably just go into the downloads and then contact management system Python. Read me first, okay. If you find any errors or any problems, feel free to contact us. Leave a comment if you loved our work. Oh boy. Alright, Python 3 index. Who boasts about this isn't Python 3? Oh no. Well, it's a GUI app. That's fancy. I mean, I guess we could try and still inject. Well, look at this. They have actually discovered prepared statements. This is a prepared statement. You see these question marks? So this is a prepared statement. So this is actually pretty much invulnerable to SQL injection. So well done them. I really don't understand why this. Oh, and I seem to have completely wiped out all of the contacts now. No, they are. They just disappear if you try and add something. So I guess we need to try and find a Python project that uses Django. Here we go. Django Medical Shop Management System. Okay, let's do this. Where's the download? Right, so we do need to install Django. It says we need version 1, so I guess we do need version 1 of Django, which is kind of funny. Okay. And we just need to run this. I'm guessing it still runs with Python 3 though. Yep. Let's just manage run server. Run server, not ruin server. Does it actually run it? I wonder if it does require Python 2, maybe. So pip 2. I don't even have pip 2 installed. I think I need to do Python 2-m pip install. No module named pip. Okay, let's get pip. This is why I don't use Python 2 anymore. Nobody really should. Copy link. I think this should be fine. No, it's going to be that. There we go, get pip. So if we copy this link. Oh, Python M ensure pip. Ensure pip is disabled. So we do need to just do this. So I think we can curl get pip. No, we need to double get it. We need to do Python 2 get pip. Oh, that's Python 3. We need Python 2. Script does not work in Python 2. Please use this instead. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll remove get pip here. We get this one instead. Okay, so now we should be able to use, I guess, Python 2-m pip install. There we go. So now we do Python 2 manage py run server, presumably. There we go. Okay. So we close all this. So this obviously this is not going to work the same way. We won't be able to get RCE in the same way. Does this even have? I don't think it even has users. And I don't know why it keeps glitching out. But there we go. Okay, we'll go dealer management, add dealer details. Click on a dealer to update. Well, this is interesting. There's a so there's the 8 in there. So can you do injection in here? Ooh. You cannot. This is. So this is an interesting thing about Django. So these are routes in Django. And so you see we're at /farmer/dealer form view 8. So we're at this one, dealer form view, and then there is. They basically have a named parameter called foo, which can only be numbers. So they've done this correctly. This is still a weird way of doing it. But have they done any where we can insert anything? Doesn't look like it. So if we were to do this, we would have to see what happens when we update And they're using cross-site request forgery tokens. That's nice. So this is still actually maybe vulnerable to XSS. So we can always try stuff like just put this in every single field and see what happens. Okay. I do love error messages. Invalid literal for ints. This is probably the phone number that's screwing us up here. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. So that's good. I wonder if there's template injection. Let's try some template injection. We'll do $sign. Don't think you need the $sign, but we'll check it anyway. No. So that's good at least. Try and... This actually might be a challenging one to find anything in this one. Update record. We're doing everything correct there. Again, we'll just try every single field and see what happens. Actually, one thing we should try here is actually do this. So, oops. One thing they may not have done. Nope, they have. Well, that's annoying. Try all these. Oops. All these fields. Customer management, view customers again. And then purchase information. Yeah, look at that. So we can at least try and see if there's an update in vulnerability. So you can technically do SQL injection in updates. It's just slightly it's tricky. Let's just put an apostrophe in that, because we already put a well, let's do if it works. It's a strike through, so the text will have a line through it. It's a very noticeable thing. So I think this. What was I doing? Customer? No, purchase. We do yeah. So you see here, we already did a quote, so we know quotes don't trigger it. But we can check the product name. There's honestly there's no wrong way of doing it. Try and do this though. This is probably gonna error it. Yeah, this is erroring it because it's trying to convert it to an integer. Probably the same here as well. Yep. And the same here. Yeah. Honestly, this is a pretty simple web app. There's no authentication being used. And it doesn't look like there's any iterable numbers because they're all protected by the route. Which is, to be honest, good. It is kind of hard to code insecure code in Django. A lot of Django kind of directs you towards the more secure practices anyway. Hey, we can have a look at some of the Django code. Spawn atom, and we'll go to. Oh, you shouldn't see that. That's CTF stuff. That's for Friday. Downloads. Not content management. Medicine stuff. So we open this project. We got the settings, the URLs. Okay. So I think it's just in the farm wrap then. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's an admin site though. So I think, is it /admin? Yeah. But this site won't be vulnerable because, at least it shouldn't be, because this is a default in Django. If you enable the admin administration interface, this isn't coded by this guy. I can't remember the password for it either. Forms, models. Yeah. So this is this form of programming is known as Model View Controller (MVC). It's really good because it's not guaranteed, but it can be incredibly difficult to code bad or insecure code in it, at least to the point of SQL injection, RCE, stuff like that. You can still get XSS if you don't use the correct functionality. But it definitely pushes you towards better coding practices. So here are all the URLs that I was showing earlier. These are all the routes. And here we go. Views is where the magic happens. So you see the dealer form insert. So basically adding a dealer. It creates a dealer object, which should be the model. So if we go back to models, here's the dealer model. And the dealer model, so a model is effectively it's kind of a representation of a table in a database. It's not that simple, so don't take my word on that. But effectively, at a basic level, a model is kind of like a table. So in this case, it's the dealer's table. So it has a dealer name, it has an address, phone number, email. And these are all set, char field, big integers, blah, blah, blah. The key thing is that when you're doing SQL queries in MVC, you don't do any, or you shouldn't do any actual writing of SQL statements. You can do everything through the model, and then Django itself will create the SQL statement properly for you behind the scenes. So you see in here, we're creating a new model, all right, a new object, a model object of dealer. We're setting the dname to whatever the post thing is, address to this, phone number, blah blah blah, and then we're just calling save. And this may look, so even though this is directly taking it from the post request, none of this is actually being inserted directly into an SQL query insecurely. When dealer.save is called, Django is basically taking these options and it's creating the query securely with these options. That makes sense? And so you have the same stuff. So unless he's been an idiot and created, because you can call SQL manually, but it doesn't look like he is. Yeah. So this is actually a pretty decent app. Good for him. We have a battle ready though. With 37 units. Those are on fire. Stream Raiders. Okay, I'm just gonna curse all these guys. There we go. Any questions about any of that? Well done. Well done, Christie and Teddington. You know, let's take a break and do some marbles. How about that? We'll do a marble race. I moved my screen, see? Alright. We're gonna race. Random. Portal Purgatory, no. Pixels Raceway, no. This is a test. The House of Pain, I think I've seen that one. Devil's Chaos, that sounds good. Okay, you can't type play yet. At least I don't think you can. Or maybe some of you made it. Now you can type exclamation point play in chat. So again, Marbles is a 0-player game. You just have to type exclamation point play in chat and your marble will be entered. We'll start a 60-second countdown. Your balls will enter, right. Okay, here we go. Who is going to be first out? Teddington. But Helleran just overtakes him and then plunges straight into the wall. And it's Effecto. Again, slamming in. What? Bye, Dark Eldar. F's in chat for Dark Eldar, who just fell off the face of the earth. Ooh. Rickard, first down. Effecto is the... Ooh. There we go. If this is very dark, I apologize. It is not my screen, it's the map. It's very dark for me. Here we go. Oh. Let's see. All these tunnels. I think Rickard just got... Where did Rickard go? He's all the way over there now. Okay. Well, Effecto's going off the map a little bit. Where is everyone else? Oh look, I'm Actually, hang on. It looks like Rickard is now technically in first. I guess this other route. Oh, hang on. He may not be first for long. He's got to go all the way down this. So I feel like Effecto is probably still technically in first. Where is it? There we go. Alright. This looks like the last run, so unless someone comes down that, no. Let's follow Effecto for a little bit. Ooh. But there is this spinner which can be devastating. Will it? Oh, yeah. There we go. Am I going to be through? Well, 0x Odin coming in with the win, I think. Yes. Effecto managed to beat me. So I came third. That's always nice. Christy looks like she's going to be fourth. At least 3 people dropped out. There's Oreo Bite showing up a little bit late, but there we go. Well done, Christy. Halloran. And Oreo Bite has... Yeah, oh, you've got a minute to get there, Oreo Bite. You're going round and round this thing right now. But we'll see what happens. Oh, will he get a bit of momentum? Yes, look at that. Here we go. Well done, 0x Odin. That was a good map. I like that map. Good. Okay. What did I miss in chat? Effecto's watched all. You've literally watched all my streams, like on YouTube, because that's really impressive, honestly. Or do you just catch the ones on Twitch the day after? Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Okay. So the other reason why model view controllers are really, or at least they force you to be kind of secure, is this. This is a template. So you know how in PHP you can basically just stick HTML anywhere, and then you can like echo results. If you use templates in Django, at least, or in model view controllers, you can effectively easily pass things down. Like, for instance, here this was the customer, so you got a customer ID, you got the customer first name, last name, address, phone number, and email. Now, I think by default, if you use this kind of syntax, Django will encode everything. You can disable it, but effectively, if you surround it with these tags, you can code anything. You can code the value in HTML, so it won't lead to XSS. The only thing you shouldn't do, and this is dangerous, is if you try and use dynamic values for these names here. So you can still pass parameters dynamically. This is how server-side template injection works. Is when you're basically dynamically creating this template variable, and you can kind of bypass the protections then. This is good though. I think it's just nice to have at least one kind of secure app, other than the fact that it's not authenticated. Do I upload this on YouTube? Yes. Like I said, I have a backlog, but I'm slowly catching up. So I think I released like 5 new videos this week. I have 3 more on YouTube. I just need to put descriptions on. So honestly, I might do that tonight and then just release them over the next few days. But yeah, we I try and keep uploads going. All right, chat. What do we do now? What are you in the mood for? We can have a look at another app, or we can do something different. Like we could do some Web Security Academy stuff, or we could go and see if there's a TryHackMe web app box. So maybe another poll, because we have quite a few people here this time. What should we do? So we'll go continue CVEs. Do Web Security Academy. Or TryHackMe. Oreo Bite redeeming a game of 5D chess. I have not played 5D chess in a while. This is going to be interesting. Alright, CPU match. We'll play regular. I'm not very good. Okay, what do we do? You know, in 5D chess, I kind of like moving my knights out. So, you know, I'm just gonna match the pawn there. Okay. Interesting move. No. Let's see if he wants to trade queens. Alright, well, I'll forcibly trade queens then. Okay. I'm gonna move my piece back anyway. You know what? Screw it. Let's move. I'm gonna move my my bishop back in time. Submit. Okay. We'll try hack me once, so we'll do try hack me in a minute. So he sent his knight forward in time. There. Chris, maybe you're not the only one. I do not know how to play this game properly. Let's do this. And then we'll do this. Oh no! I got checkmated. Actually, no, I didn't. Hang on, I can still move. That's not a checkmate. This is fine. We're good. I can just move that. Oh, now I need to play on this board as well. Let's activate my bishop. Oh, look, the queen. No, the queen checkmated me. Oh, that's beautiful. Double checkmate. It's a double checkmate. The queen is checkmating me here. And checkmating me how many boards in the past? 1, 2, 3, 4 boards in the past. Well, RIP. I don't know how to play this game. It's just hilarious. All right, we're gonna do TryHackMe. Would you consider doing a more complex vulnerability in a future stream? Yeah, sure. If you want to see that. Okay. Two challenges. Let's just put web in here. I completed. Yeah, the deserialization is just. It's even though I've done it a few times, it's still mind-boggling. But maybe we could do SSTI. Okay. Oh, we'd probably do a medium. The marketplace looks interesting. Okay. WordPress, we don't want to do WordPress. That's not going to be fun. SQHell sounds interesting. That's the ticket. Okay. We'll do a vote on these three. So we got SQHell. That's the ticket. And the marketplace. There you go. 2 minutes. Just a guy, you should come to the. Make sure you stick around for the Friday stream, because that's something I didn't tell you earlier. So, well, for those of you who weren't here earlier, from Friday, I'm going to be going over the Hack the Box CTFs, at least the ones that I was able to solve personally. So some of the crypto and some of the web, but specifically. I solved this one and this one. So like the team solved these two using a technique which was not supposed to work. Put it simply, we weren't supposed to get shells on these boxes, and we got shells on these boxes. So we will go over how we completely cheesed these two. I still haven't done them the correct way, but we got the flag, so we got the flag. But both ways were kind of similar, and it was kind of funny when we figured out that this wasn't the way we were supposed to do it. So definitely come to Friday stream. Oh man. Okay, it's between SQHell and the marketplace. Now it's tied. Oh, SQHell just went ahead. Might be it. Yeah, they're 3 ahead now. Okay. Apparently I joined this room at some point in the past, but I haven't done any of it. So that's interesting. Now, we'll exit out of this. We'll see this TryHackMe. So do open VPN. Okay, TryHackMe. Make this SQHell. We will also do Notion Enhanced. We'll start some notes. TryHackMe, SQHell, empty please, open this page, full width. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go here. So there are 5 flags, but you have to defeat the different SQL injection types. We won't use the hints, obviously. I don't think we'll need it. Let's have a look at the page and see what's happening. Well, there's a user ID field, so presumably... Can we do 2 of them? Oh, maybe this is just... Yeah. Okay, so can't we do like a union injection? Is this the union? Union select 1. I'm gonna have to do... Two, 3. We can. So we probably need to do a union all. Should probably be doing this in repeater. It's probably gonna be much easier. But did it actually? If I change this to 2, did we get a 2 anywhere? Interesting. It doesn't look like it's So we'll try this one again just in case. No, so it's definitely this kind of injection. Okay. So we can try doing an order by. I think we did find. Oh, hang on. By 2, by 3. Is this? Oh, I think the issue there was there is no user 2, right? Yeah. Okay. So you do actually need a user. Yeah. So we have got 3 columns. We can union all select. We do this. Oops. But it doesn't look like it actually unions anything. So this may be... This may be the union over here. Oh, this is error-based, okay.
Mr. Streamer!
Oh, you need to be... Is that better? I'll try and remember to switch to burp. Okay. So I wonder if this is supposed to be the union here. The other one might have been blind. So what we'll do is we'll try this. Union select. Actually, no, hang on. We need to do an order by. Order by 1. So basically, if you're doing this, we need to figure out how many rows we have. Sorry, how many columns we have. Which this honestly doesn't look like it's doing that either. Union all select. Actually, not union all, just union select 1. Okay. Now we can figure out the number of columns. 4. Okay, we got 4 columns. But again, it's not. It's not selecting any of the actual. So if we got a 1, 2, 3, or 4 here, we would effectively know that we got the values. I wonder if we can just do 0. Does that work? Ah, there we go. So effectively, if you give this a 0 instead of an actual valid one, it's gonna spit out the values here. So now we can try add version. Okay. Guess we can try version like that. There we go. So now we can try and do some union-based enumeration. So for this, what we'll do is we'll go back to SQL payloads, all the things. I think this is MySQL anyway. No, this is going to be Postgres, I think. I wonder if we can do EG sleep for 5. Looks like we are in a Postgres database. So SQL injection, PostgreSQL injection. Okay. Database name we can extract, current database. Okay, we can't get current database. So how can we grab the tables? So we can select the dat name from PG database. Okay. Select dat name from, was it PG database? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Postgres. Interesting. We can just Google this error, to be honest. So execute denied for user for routine. Where's MySQL? For some reason I thought it was Postgres. Well, I guess we can definitely see if it's Postgres. Detect columns, we've done that. So we can do schema name from this. From that. There we go. So what we need to do now is just do a group concat. There we go. We have the SQHell 5 database. So I guess we'll make a note of this here for where am I going? Copy URL. So let's see if we can figure out the tables. So we just need to do basically group concat table name now. So table name from schema, sorry, information schema dot tables. But we also obviously need a where schema name equals, and then it was SQHell underscore 5. So we can do this. Schema name and where clause. What is this schema name? Table schema, that was it. Table schema. So what we're doing right now is just enumerating the tables that are in this database that we found. We got flag posts users. So again, I'll copy this. And we'll copy that. Obviously, we're probably interested in the flag table. So now the next thing we need to do is enumerate the columns, which we can just do here. So we do effectively column name now in here. Column name from information schema.columns, where table name equals flag. And then we go flag and ID. So columns, flag columns. Any questions about any of this? This is a relatively simple union injection. And now obviously we just want the flag, so we can just do a regular select now. So we probably don't want to do group concat, but there's no harm in it. Select flag from the flags table. Is it just flag? Yeah, it's just flag. There we go. Okay. So I don't know which. Oh, this is flag 5. Okay, so we go back here. Flag 5. Alright, looks like we've got a battle to do. Hey, please fold. Bonus tech, I really hope you come to DEF CON. That'll be great. It's gonna be packed. I feel like I lucked out last year when it was only 10,000 people. Okay. Well done, everybody. Well done, Helleran. Okay, any questions about that kind of SQL injection, the union-based kind? Although I think, wasn't this also error-based? Yeah, so we could have done error-based SQL injection as well. So I think this one is union. Not union, I think this is Boolean blind. Can we do and 1 equals 1 dash dash. Okay, so we'll send this to repeater again. So this is the user ID. We were in post ID before. So if we search for keyword being admin, if I change this and 1 equals 1 to 1 equals 2, we get cannot find user. With union, you stop enum.
Mr. Streamer!
You stop any table columns when you stop getting the error message rate. Yeah! Yes, this one was interesting. Because we could... The order by wasn't really working. Or maybe I just wasn't doing it right. Order by 2. And then order by 3. How many was it? It was 5, I think. Yeah, there you go. So, even though this was a weird error message, so if we did order by 4 with a 1, it is, yeah, definitely a weird one, because a lot of the times when you're doing the order by injection, there'll be an error message even if you have a valid ID. In this one, you need to set the ID to something invalid, and then you get order by 4, and then as soon as you go order by 5, it spits out an error message, unknown column 5. So we know that 5 columns is too many. Order by 4 is what you wanted, and I think that's what we had. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I guess what we can try and do is, I imagine this is just as, yeah. So I think this is Boolean based blind anyway, but it looks like it's still using the MySQL database, which makes sense. Okay. So Boolean based is Boolean based. I'm actually gonna. I think I have. Oh, I need to mount these. Yeah, Boolean is fiddly. We'll get to it. Oopsie. Okay, because what I think I have, I do have a custom cheat sheet with a few. Here we go. Oh, this is SQLite. Okay, we don't want SQLite. We can just use payloads on things. So if we go to Boolean, oops. Maybe they just call it bool. They not have Boolean based here. Error based, blind. Okay, blind too. Right. So previously with union based injection, with error based injection, you can get full values out. With Boolean based, you have to basically give it effectively a bunch of true false. So you can't really see it here. I can probably change these to pluses. It's easier. So if you can see this, I've got ID equals 1 and 1 equals 1, right? And we get the user back. Get the admin user back. If I change this 1 equals 1 to 1 equals 2, And no, because this is an and instead of an or, it means that both these statements have to be true. So we have to have an ID of 1 in the database, so used with ID 1, and 1 has to be equal to 2. Well, it doesn't. So now we have a Boolean injection. We can give this a series of yes, no, basically true, false statements, and when we get the value, when we get this HTML, or this admin, we know that the statement we gave it was true. If we get this, we know the statement we gave it was false. So, one thing we can do is select. Could we do this? I can't remember. Hang on. Yeah, select. We have to get the length. What is length in? MySQL length. Length function. Yeah, that is. So if we do select length of the database string, and we say it's greater than 0. Yep. It's obviously true. If we get it equal to 0, it's false. There are some scripts. There's SQL map. But we're going to do this manually because manual is... it's not more fun, but it teaches. So what we've done here is we've said if the length of the database name is equal to 0, right, it should return the content. But it doesn't. Returns cannot find user. However, if we say greater than 0, okay, it returns the true state. This is true. So if we now say, okay, is it greater than 10? It's not, which means it must be less than 10. We don't need to do this, but we can. We get it back. Okay, is it greater than 5? It is greater than 5, so now we can just keep going up. Is it greater than 6? Is it greater than 7? Is it greater than 8? It's not greater than 8, which means it must be equal to 7. Oh no, it can be equal to 8, sorry. It's equal to 8. It's not greater than 8. Alright, so now we know that the length of the database is equal to 8. So now what we can do is we can start enumerating the letters. So if we do, I think it's substring, is it? Or is it substr or substring? It's one of the two. It's substring, okay. So if we do substring, database 1.1, and if we actually hex this, actually no, we don't need to hex it. So what substring does is it takes the string which the database returns, so basically this is just the database name, and then we say, okay, go from the first character and go 1 character, which means basically just show us the first character, right? And what we can do here is we can say, is this greater than M? Which doesn't make any sense in the English language, but it should do here. If we do less than M, is it equal to M? Oh, hang on, I need to do quotes. Sorry. Is it greater than M? It is greater than M. Is it less than M? No. So what greater than M means... Go to ASCII table. I'll zoom in. Alright, where's the M? So it's a lowercase m, right? This means that we're one of these characters. Right? So we should be less than a Z. So we can check that out. We are less than a Z. Okay, so now let's go in between them. So M and Z, in between's about a T, so we'll say, is it greater than a T? Or should just do less than T. Screw it. It is less than a T. Alright. So what's between M and T? We'll go Q. Okay. It's not less than a Q. So we should check if it's equal to a Q, which it's not. So it must be greater than a Q and less than a T. Oops. So it's either R or S. So we can just do a quick equals S. It is. And if we change this to equals R, just to check, it cannot find user. Right, so we know that this database starts with an S. With me now? Now what we can do is we can do two things. We could either actually no, we can't do it in one thing. We need to change this 1 to a 2, and then we'll repeat the process. Okay. But we won't do that. What we're going to do is send this to intruder, and instead of doing the greater than less than, we're just going to brute force the thing. So what we'll do is we'll put a marker here. We'll keep the equals, and we'll add A to Z. Okay. So I'm just going to iterate through all of the letters A to Z using this Boolean injection. And we obviously want to sort by length. Oh look, all of these cannot find user, but we have a queue where the length is this. So we know the database is SQ. So now if we just change this to a 3, oops. Oh, I need to change the attack. Hang on. Discard. Change to a 3. Start attack. There it is. SQH. Probably should be making note of this.
Incoming raid.
So SQH. The real Lurk. Raiding with a party of 10. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much. Who wants to guess it's ELL? I reckon it probably is. We can probably test this. So if the fourth character is an E. Yep. The fifth character is an L. And if the sixth character is an L. Yep. Okay, SQHell. But now we need to know what the seventh character is. So we'll go back to intruder and we'll do this using intruder. So we want the seventh character. And it's not any of them, which means it's not A to Z lowercase. So I'm imagining it might actually just be an underscore. We can probably test for that. No? Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's the sixth. Seventh is an underscore. Alright, so we have an underscore. I think it was 8 characters, so we should find the 8th character using this technique. Okay, so it's not a letter, it might just be a number. So what we can do, go to payloads, clear this out, add 0 to 9, start attack. There it is, 4. So we know it's SQL shell 4. Alright. Now we can do exactly the same thing here. Do exactly the same thing as we used before. Okay? So we're basically going to almost copy this. Well, we're going to rewrite it, so... so what we want to do is we want to select the... we want to select the count first of table names. So we're going to select the count of table underscore name from information underscore schema dot tables, where table schema equals SQHell underscore 4. Okay, and we're gonna do greater than 0, because this is a good way to check if it's working. Just do greater than 0. I need to put all pluses in because obviously we can't have spaces in the URL. So this is just getting the count of the tables. So previously we didn't have to do this step because we were able to just grab all the tables at once. But obviously we are in a blind SQL statement, so we cannot grab any information like that. So let me actually just send this to repeater again. Oh. Get rid of all that. Oh, I don't need quotes around the 0. That's my bad. Okay. What have I done wrong? I may need to do quotes around this though. No.
Incoming raid.
Is count the wrong one? No, it can't be. Let's just try this. Interesting. JBiz, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Oh, maybe it's not table schema. This is actually kind of puzzling. Because this works. And presumably if we start increasing the number, if we do like over 100, it's not. But if it's less than 50, it's not. So it's greater than 75. It is. It's greater than 85. So now we can just do equal to 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Alright, so we should be able to do... I'm just going to look up the information schema.tables database. Because I want to check whether the table name is something else. Yeah, is the table schema. Where table schema equals SQL, SQHell 4. Less than 80. Oh. Oh. What was I doing before that was wrong then? SQHell. Okay. Is it less than 10? Yes. Is it less than 5? I don't know what was going on there. Oh, sorry, less than 50. Is it less than 5? Is it less than 3? Is it less than 2? Is it less than 1? Shouldn't be. Right, so it's equal to 1. I don't think I was. SQHell. I'm just going to go all the way back again. See, I did that. It might. I wonder if it was the case. It can't be case sensitive. I'm just gonna hang on. I'm gonna copy this because I'm kind of intrigued why it wasn't working. Let's do. Oops. Copy. Paste, and then all the way to this one. Oh, hang on. For some reason, there's the female. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's for some reason the female symbol. I don't know how that got in there. I must have pressed Alt and something. Okay, so we know that it's equal to 1. So we can copy this. Copy URL. So we have don't need this one. So we have one table. And so now we can do basically the same thing as this, substring, right? So we use substring table name 1 where table schema equals shell for now because there's only one table, we don't need to do anything else. However, if there was more than one table, and let's just assume there is, you would have to do limit 1, right? I should technically limit 1. And then no, sorry. What's the SQL limit? MySQL limits. It's limit offset. No, it's offset row count. Okay, yeah. So effectively, this limit 1, means return the first. Hang on. Offset row count. Right, so return start from the first row, and only display 1 row. Right. So this is how you would enumerate the first table if there was more than one table, and then once you've finished enumerating the name of the first table, you would just change this to a 2. That makes sense. So we're going to do substring greater than an M again. Cannot find user. We'll obviously double check and see if it's less than an M. Is it equal to an M? I think I've done something wrong. Am I in the right one? Yeah. Select substring, table name, 1 from information schema dot tables where table schema equals SQL4. Limit 1. You don't need an offset, right? Do you need a oh, maybe you need a space. Maybe we need a space. Greater than M. This is why Boolean is annoying. Less than an M. I've done something wrong. Where's the payloads, all the things? Substring table name. Did I not do that? No, I did. ID equals 1. It should be fine. The Greedo with the freaking emojis. Wait a minute, this looks like it says Substra. Which is it? Less than M. Greater than M. I'm just going to copy all this to see if there's another freaking invalid thing in the payload. Let's see then. Because you're enumerating the IDs again at the end of the payload. If you use the user that doesn't exist in your payload, should work. Well, I mean, it worked for here. That's the problem. But that I don't think that's the issue. If we do something equal to m, yeah, it's the same thing. The one should be fine. Let's take the limit out and see what happens. I think it was the limit. It's the limit. Okay. Limit 1? So for some reason it didn't like the limit. Offset row count. Oh, you need... Maybe it doesn't like this syntax. Maybe we need an offset. That would be weird. If this works, offset 1. Oh! Is it offset 0? Yeah, I'm an idiot. You need offset 0 for the first one. Offset 1 will be the second row, and of course there's no second row. Alright, this makes way more sense. Okay, so let's do this again. We'll send this to intruder. Put our quit around the M. We'll go to a simple list. A to Z. Shit. I need to do an equals. I was still using greater than. I need to do equals. Once we've done this, okay, it's a U. I guess we didn't actually enumerate the length. We should probably do the length first. So, what we'll do is we'll do length of table name. Is it greater than 5? No. Is it greater than 4? It's probably 5. It's going to be users, isn't it? So we can say select table name where it's equal to users. We can make an educated guess this time. There we go. Okay, so we know that table is users, table, copy URL, and blah blah blah. Users, table, users. Okay, so now we need to enumerate columns. So we're going to do columns, and so we need to do count, column name, oops, column name, yeah, the Web Security Academy labs are good. And now we just need where table name equals users. But actually we probably still need the table schema. Oops, MySQL information schema columns, because there might be a separate users table, so we want to make sure we're getting the right users table. So we're going to include table schema in still. I'm going to kill this intruder. We don't need this. So we're going to keep this where table schema equals SQHell 4 and table, I think it was table name, right? Table name, yes, equals users. And we're going to do limit 1 offset 0 again. And then we're going to say, okay, let's see it in the count of column names. Is this greater than 1? Probably not going to be many. Is it greater than 2? Is it greater than 3? It's not, which means it has to be equal to 3. Okay, so we've got the number of columns 3. Okay. Now we're going to do the substring again. Substring column name 1 from information schema columns. Yes, basically this. Alright, so before we start this, we'll do the battle. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to enumerate the column names, the 3 column names. And we're going to do it the exact same way. I'm imagining it's going to be ID, user, password, maybe? At this stage, we might just switch to SQL map. We'll probably enumerate the first column. Christie, forgetting to put units. So we'll switch to SQL map because blind Boolean SQL injection is very, very slow. Well, I'm Teddington, Christie, and GoPro slow, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna trade up my unit, bomber, there we go. Okay, so we need to do this again. So we're gonna send this to intruder. And again, we'll just place this around the A to Z, start attack. It's an I, it's going to be ID. We could have checked the length as well, but we probably don't need to. So we can just check if this is actually indeed ID. And it is. Okay, so at this point we will basically just gonna copy. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete all this and copy this URL, and then we're just gonna go to SQL map. So we're gonna do SQL map v3 -u, paste the URL. We don't need these backslashes. Set the parameter to ID. That's the one we want to fuzz. We know the DBMS, the database, is MySQL. We can even do technique equals B for for blind. No, sorry, for Boolean. And we can set the number of threads equal to 10, which is the maximum unless you hack it. And then, so basically, run this and see if it finds anything. It should find something pretty easily. Yeah, vulnerable. Do not testing others. No. Boolean-based blind injection. Okay, this is how easy SQL map is, right? So we know the database, so we can give it some values. Database is SQHell 4. Okay. We know the table, users. Now let's tell it to enumerate the columns. Now, it remembers where this Boolean-based blind is, okay? It's remembered this, so it's not going to do any of this finding the vulnerability, right? It's just going to use it. So this is it. We scroll up. Fetching columns for table users in database. So look how it's basically doing the same thing we were doing, just in a kind of more complex but more reliable way. See how it's counting the column name from information schema columns where table name equals this, which is just the user, the hex value, and table schema equals this, which is SQHell_4 is the hex value. Is it greater than 51? Is it greater than 48? Is it greater than 49? Is it greater than 50? Blah, 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 right? It performed 7 queries and found that there were 3 columns, right? That's what we found before. So now it's going to select the character length of the column name, limit 0, 1. So basically it's going to... Yeah, it's going to figure out how long the first column name is, right? First column... Hang on. Let's keep going up. You see how easy this is now? So the first column name is 2 characters, I think. Hang on, scroll up. Yeah, there we go. Retrieved that. So it was 2, and then it retrieves ID, so it got the column name. Now it's figuring out the length of the other column, I think. Oh, it's actually enumerating the types of the columns now. See column type. So this is something you can do in SQL map. It does automatically. So it's going to tell us exactly the type of the columns as well. Basically, it does all this bunch of enumeration, and then it spits out a lovely little ASCII art graphics. We got an ID, which is an integer, a password, which is a variable character, 250 length, and a username. I didn't break it. So now we can honestly just do -- dump, and we can grab absolutely every single thing from this. So let's do that. And so all it's doing now is it's basically just extracting everything from that table. So there's 1, username, password 1. So we can now log in. What? Why did we have to enumerate all that if it's not going to give us anything? Shouldn't be broken. Let's just enumerate the number. Oh, hang on. There's no database. Okay, so we'll see what the database is. DBs, that was it. Well, let's see what we can get here. So this might be another database that we're looking at. So, because we know that there's only one table in that SQHell database. Yeah, that's not interesting. So we type SQHell_4 tables. Is there really more than one? No. Well, what was the point of this? I guess we can do current user. Maybe that's the flag? No, hang on. Why would you give us an SQL injection with nothing to grab? Current dash user. Did I not do that? Oh, current underscore. Okay. We can try grabbing the banner. Let's just try grabbing some stuff with this one. No, that's not it. We can just grab the database users themselves. Yeah, there's only that one. We can turn the version thing off, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure why you would... Oh, hang on. Did I do... Maybe this... Okay. Yeah, that was it. It's not gonna be passwords. I'm gonna take a hint. I honestly don't know where else it would be. Like, we can retrieve all, but that's gonna, I mean, it won't take too long. J-Biz, nice one. Congrats. Well, it's gonna find all the freaking that's gonna get the tables in the information schema database. This will take a while. But well, I guess we have access to every database, maybe. We can technically. Maybe it's another. We want the information schema tables. I think there might be another table we need to figure out. So. If we do. Table schema. Why is this not doing it? Information schema dot tables. Yeah, okay. No, it's MS SQL. I want MySQL. General tables. There's a way to exclude the system tables, the ones that are already in it. I just need to figure that out one out. Maybe it was in the SQL injection here. Well, the problem with dumping the tables is there's like 78 of them or something. 79 tables. So I kind of just want to... We'll get there. I just want to figure out something. I want to see... I want to see the information schema.tables columns. Oops. There we go. MySQL. Table reference should have it, but doesn't. Come on. I don't want the columns table. I want the information schema tables table. Is this here? There we go. Okay. There should be a table. Well, I don't know why I'm doing this. Actually, I could just use MySQL. I think it's the sys one. I don't. Yeah, there we go. So I don't want. What is this? This is what I wanted. I wanted the. Right, table schema. Okay, so it is table schema. So I don't want. Oops. I want to not get any of the tables from the information schema database. From the MySQL. What is this doing? Come on. MySQL database. Performance schema. And sys. I think that's it. So the question is, can we now we can do it. Okay, we can do it where. Why don't we just do exclude? Let's see. I'm gonna do tables X, and then I'll just do comma separated, I guess. Let's see if this does it. Oh, hang on, let's... Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't really know where to get flag for. The hint was, well, dreams, they feel real while we're in them, right? Which doesn't really help. We've enumerated everything. I guess I just... I can't grab... What we'll do, I guess we'll try and extract the password hash, but the password hash shouldn't be anything. So we just need to do, is it no hex? No, just hex. Wait a minute. We need users. So this should be our user right here. Is there passwords? Did I just miss it? Passwords! Yeah, of course, I missed it. Passwords. Oh. I need to do this. No. Alright, we'll move on. This is gonna be probably a login bypass, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there's flag 1. At least we got flag 1 easily. Go to register? It looks like this might be it. Merchant to the feature. I wonder if this is something as well. Something like when you wake up from a dream and you're still in a dream. Like, yeah, I mean. Okay, login. Password. Did I not? Registrations are no longer open. Okay, is there not even a... Oops. So I presume this is vulnerable to something? And 1 equals 2. So. Oops, and select leap 5. No. There were user creds in the SQL enumeration. Yeah, no, we tried that. Yeah, no, that was the first thing we tried. That was what I thought would get us the answer, but it's not. Okay, well, I mean, let's try another thing. So, did we enumerate the users? Hang on. We didn't do the user enumeration. I think this was a time-based as well. So if we do... Oh no, hang on. No, we did use it. Okay, sorry. We did use it, we couldn't find what the frick the user thing was. We did posts. So, sorry, I'm like trying to figure this out, right? So the post, I'm just going to make a note. The post was TryHackMe flag 5. So this was this file. And then login bypass was just or 1 equals 1. And that was, yeah, I'll look inside the terms page, and that was this flag. We log your IP address So this might be X forwarded for 127001. You get that. If I put one in here, maybe not. We could try a bunch of them. So if we actually go, there's the bypass WAF has a nice list. Just copy that. Didn't do anything. We'll try double quotes. And this, I mean, this might be a timing one as well. So we can do and select bleep 5. Something like that. Oopsie, like that. No. We can release SQL up on this though. Actually, so I'll show you how we do that. So we replace all these with asterisks. And actually, I'm going to give them a value as well. So we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Copy this. We'll do... Actually, we should probably try the user agent as well, to be honest. So let's do this as well. So headers.http we'll call it. And paste this in there. And then we're going to do SQL map -r this time. Headers. CVMS equals MySQL. We don't need a parameter because it's going to enumerate them for us. Reds equals 10. So let's just see what happens this. No, we don't want to try any URL. Just see custom injection marker found in headers. Do you want to process it? Yes. So we'll see if we can find anything with this. Yeah. So it's basically trying a bunch of stuff in the headers now. If it doesn't find anything in these, we can just up the level. There we go. What did I tell you? The X forwarded for is time-based blind injectable. Sure, we'll do that. So I'm interested in seeing what this injection point looks like. But now we can do a time-based blind. No, we don't want to keep testing the others. Oh, I see. So if we were to do this, so we want X forwarded for... so we do this. Yeah, we get a sleep for 5 seconds. So we can probably simplify this. I think we can... We might just be able to slip this. No, okay. So it did require us to do a slightly weird... So we can just do anything like select one from that. Okay, right. I'm not entirely sure why you need this, but I guess you do. And now we can basically enumerate exactly the same way, right? So instead of doing the Boolean stuff, we would put another and here, and we could do select database, or select length. Yeah, length database. Is equal to 0. Is greater than 0. And you see how it sleeps now for 5 seconds? So when we said equal to 0, it didn't sleep at all. So now if we say, okay, is it greater than 10? It's not greater than 10, is it greater than 5? Yeah, it's greater than 5, we can cancel that. Is it greater than 7? I don't know why it didn't. Is greater than... Why is it doing that? Greater than 8? Okay, I think you're just glitching out now. Is it greater than 9? No. So is it equal to 9? No, it's equal to 8 then. Yeah. Okay. Now we won't... Obviously... time-based blinds are way more frustrating to enumerate because you have to basically see if the database sleeps. It's not an instant return like a Boolean. So what we'll do here is we'll probably just use this. No, we don't want to do that. I should probably do dash V though, at least. V2 mid. No, yes. So if you ever run into a Boolean blind or a time-based blind in SQL injection, you should just give it over to SQL map. All right, while this is happening, we'll do it on the. Yeah, we do want to optimize. Let's do another Stream Raiders and maybe a marble game. Valentine and Christie. Alright, this is the boss battle, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Alright. So, basically what SQL Map's trying to do is it's trying to figure out what the best time to sleep is. And bearing in mind, in MySQL, you can only sleep for individual seconds, so you can't sleep for fractions of seconds. And so it's figured out that a time delay of 2 seconds is pretty good. And so you see how slow this is compared to Boolean-based blind? Because every time it's basically doing the same thing as a Boolean-based blind, it's asking a series of true or false questions. But instead of it returning instantly, if it's true, it will sleep for 2 seconds. And so for every true statement, you have to wait 2 seconds. And this is why if you find a time-based blind on a pen test, it's just like you enumerate pretty much. You figure out if you can enumerate the banner, and then you try and basically guess at tables. So like I wouldn't ever say like enumerate all the tables. I would try and guess that there's a users table. SQL shell 1. All right, so we'll do D SQHell 1. Let's find if there's stretch the tables. So we don't want to do that. Do that. Does that make sense for everyone? So what have we done? We've done Boolean based, we've done time based, we've done union. And then we've done, I guess, technically just the authentication bypass. I'm not sure what that one would count as. Yes, we do want to. Actually, no, hang on. I'm going to set time sec to 2 because we know that's a good value. If you don't set time sec to 2, it'll try and figure out the best time every single time you run it. But since we know that 2 is a good value, based on this, we'll hopefully be able to enumerate stuff. Are there any questions about what we're doing from chat? Is everyone following along okay? Okay, I hope that this is going to be the flag database. Sorry, flag table. I'm going to wait because it might be flag or flags. So we're just going to see if it comes back as flag or flags. And if it is, we'll enumerate the columns. Alright, it is flag. So we can skip that. I don't care about this. We're going to do -T now. Flag. And we'll do -- columns. So we're going to set the table. Yes, we want to process that. No, we don't want to do that. Your boy Squash, thank you for the follow. Okay. It's going to be very slow. And again, if this column is the flag, we'll just skip everything else and dump that column. I'm just gonna wait because it might be like flag name or something. I don't want to risk it. If it's flag, it should be good. It's just flag. Okay, good. So now we go back here, and we're gonna go -C for column flag, and then we're just gonna do -- dump. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Okay, well, let's do that. I am just going to go to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Look at that. We're enumerating it very, very slowly. Okay. So this is flag 2, so where's flag 3? I imagine flag 3 is... Oh goodness. Valid character detected, great. I imagine flag 3 must be this one. But actually we didn't have an error base. Although we did have we searched for syntax. But the poster, yeah, that's weird. So the post one had an error base, but it's also this one, which is weird. This is so freaking long. Please tell me it's not going to be a whole freaking... It's going to be this, isn't it? It's going to be this length. So I have no idea where... flag 4 is. Lab now, though. It's very strange. I can't even think of another place where it would be. Let's go map dash dash HA. Oh. The only other thing I can think of, I think Oreobite suggested is try and get a shell. Which we can certainly try. So I think when invalid characters are detected, it's effectively how it detects characters is obviously by sleeping for 2 seconds, but if for whatever reason the shell takes the response takes 2 seconds ish to return just because of network issues, it's gonna basically cause a contradiction. Yeah. It isn't a pack. No, it's an Nginx. So it could be in var HTML. Oh, you know what we could do? We could try and see if the... We can try and see if this... Do a load file. Okay, that didn't... I didn't like that. Maybe quotes. No. Well, I'm thinking we just do... we can do something like test. These are P. Presume it's we can do PHP. So we can just do equals Actually, let's use system. Get 0. Plus into plus outfile plus bar dub 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 bmd.php. There we go. Can't do that. Hey, we got it. Alright, let's throw SQL map at this thing. Right? So we'll just actually just copy the URL. Let's do the v3 u dash p is username, dbms equals mysql threads equals 10. We'll see what happens. I think it's found another time based. Yeah. So much for how many things does it say? Defeat the different SQL injection types. I'm surprised they didn't have an error based. I mean, they technically did. I guess we can show how to do an error based. I don't know. Okay, so we'll get database. We'll tune this down to just v2. Current database, sorry. It's current DB. Yeah. Oh, we probably need to do a time as well. Time sec equals 2. We can't do threads in this one. Only one thread. That's the other thing about time-based SQL statements. SQL injection, you can't usually use threads. Because if you think about it, you're causing the server to sleep for X amount of time, so threads makes no sense. Alright, so where was the... Let's show an example of error-based. So this post ID, okay, so if we go back here... So if we do this, I was going to send this to a new tab. So we know if we do... Oh, jeez. Okay. We can get an error here. So one thing we can try. I'll just copy this payload. Thank you. We can do and. this payload. Let's try this one. Okay. Well, that's not working the way it's supposed to. Okay, we may have to feed that one into SQL map as well. Okay, we found this. So this is the SQ3 database. So if we do now again, we'll set database to SQHell underscore creep and enumerate tables. Oh, it might be. I wonder if it's that. No.
New subscription received. Dispensing gratitude.
On your
Gratitude
ASCII.
dispensed.
Thank you so much for the subscription. Subscribe for 3 months. We will spin the wheel in a minute. We just found the table flag, so I'm just gonna guess that it's table flag, column flag, and we'll just risk it. Okay. Anya, for your subscription, we get to spin the wheel. Let's see where it lands. There you go. Very good for me. If you're lurking in chat, the rule is you have to now follow me. The wheel has spoken. So I expect many follows. There we go. Oh, Fraggle.
New
Fraggle
subscription
subscribed
received.
at tier 1
Dispensing
on a
gratitude.
2-month streak.
Gratitude dispensed.
Well, let's have another spin then. Alright. If you've already followed, it's okay. You're not technically a lurker. It's only lurkers who have to follow. Oh, no. Hack without glass, 5 minutes. Alright, hang on. Well, this is... I can't even read chat. I have to put my... I can't read any of this. Okay. Hang on. Okay, yeah, okay, we're enumerating the flag. I can vaguely see THM, FLA. I gotta move my head a bit closer to the screen. I can see things close up, but apparently not that close up. I should put a timer on. It's 5 minutes. I'll start the timer now though. 5 minutes. Make it pick up right? Yeah. I may have to do that. There we go. Flag 3. So yeah. I have no idea where flag 4 is. Should we read a walkthrough for flag 4? Because I honestly have no idea where you're supposed to get this flag. Is there a write-up? It's going to be something dumb, isn't it? Where's flag 4? I'm just going to search for flag 4. No? Okay. Alright. Maybe this isn't the best write-up. SQHell write-up without SQL. Ooh. Where's flag 4? Here we go. Flag 4. Page 8. Dialogue from the 2010 Inception movie. Okay, SQL Inception. What is this? I guess I gotta Google SQL Inception now. Yeah, we're cheating, Mystic. Do the whole SQL statement of being executed as part of SQL injection attack. Oh, okay. That is one thing we did not enumerate. We'll do that in a minute. I didn't even think it would be there. So I did see this option earlier. For statements, retrieve SQL statements being run on the database. So that might be. That's probably it. I just didn't think to freaking. We'll try it.
Incoming raid.
Okay, hang on. I need to lean in. Geresh KPNW is raiding. Thank you. It's not my fault. Fraggle took my glasses away. All right, I think we're almost done with this flag. Sometimes you take a different look at things. That is true. Hey, a raid is a raid, my friend. How was your stream? Come on, finish the flag, please. So, was it the user? Oh, we'll find it. I'm trying to remember what the yeah, it was the user. Okay, so we'll just do. It's this thing, statements. Do that. Come on. Oh, there it is. Yay, we got it. Okay, so that's flag 3 done. Flag 3. Okay. So let's now run this. Oh, I can put my glasses back on. Hooray. If I can cancel the freaking thing. There we go. That's much better. I can actually see. I don't think that's a P. Oh my goodness, it's retrieved this many. And this was a Boolean based blind, so this is going to take forever. It's also not returning the right data. So. Yes, this is because of SQL map. Okay, let's just go to no cast. Okay. I need fresh queries. Actually, maybe no cast with fresh queries will do it. Oh no, hang on. Number of statements is fine. Oh right, it's length of the query output. But I do. Yeah, this isn't working either. I guess we'll just check out this. So okay, you just go, okay, you can use this. Let's try this. So I guess instead of selects, we can just use. I'm gonna use hex to get a better output, I guess. And we'll do this. I wonder if this will work. The reason it's all in hex is because I told it to dump it in hex. But if this is hex, this means it's going to be 150, 190. That's at least more than this. I mean, arguably this isn't a type of SQL injection. This in SQL injection types, this is just using a boolean to get more data out of the database. So it's a bit sneaky. There was a problem decoding the value, okay. Well, we can at least decode this in Hackberta. Hex to ASCII. Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't really know. What? I mean, his SQL map seems to have a much better job at doing this than ours is. What? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna read this. Union SQL showed two different behaviors. This box is a median, yeah. I think. Yeah. This is just an interesting SQL injection. Yeah. So I kind of get what it's saying. So oh, is it the? Hang on. Yes, the user one. So the thing it was saying was union select 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Hang on a minute. So there was something about these posts appearing. So if we do this, and if we do, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Ricard, yeah. Ricard is the SQL injection genius we figured out. So, I think the idea is we try and do a select all from information.
New subscription received. Dispensing gratitude.
Tables.
Gratitude dispensed.
Oh, Yaraski, thank you for gifting a sub to Garish PNW. We'll do a spin in a minute for Garish. Where table schema equals database. So, and then something about if you put a 2 there. No, it still doesn't work. What's he talking about? Union all select 1, 2, 3. Oh, select all. Union all select. Okay, and 2, 2, 3 is something different. No. This guy's saying. Oh, hang on, 13. Why is there a 13 all of a sudden? Okay, so if we do 1. There it is. Okay, I don't know how you would even discover that, to be honest with you. Okay. Garrett, let's spin the wheel. Alright. How's it down at twice? Alright, 5 minutes it is. Alright. So, do we do something like... No, okay. So for some reason 1 gets put in there. Oh, so hang on. So the 1 actually gets used in another query. That's what we're saying, right? I think Stream Raiders is... Oh, Battle Ready. Yeah, it is. Okay, hang on. Stream Raiders. Good idea. Although I should really pause it because I'm not really hacking, see? I'm trying to figure out... This is definitely an interesting one. Well done, Fraggle, GoPro, Sloyo, and Christy. Boss defeated. Yay. Alright, that'll probably be the last one. So what I think is happening is when we select one here, notice we're on user 13, right? Which doesn't exist. And if we go like user 0, user 0 doesn't exist. So there's no reason why these posts should be showing up. Which means, and if we change this 1 to a 2, the posts don't show up, which means even though we're doing a union statement, this 1 is actually being used in another query. So I think if we just like do that, and maybe do something like, oops, or 1 equals 1, oops, 1. Yeah. Did you check box time? Thank you. Oh, I got an hour. So we can do an SQL injection with an SQL injection, which is kind of crazy. So I guess can we just do a union here? Okay. So I guess we do try an order by. Order by 2. Yeah, the order by wasn't working for whatever reason, but we could do a union select 1. So that's not right. So a union select 1, 2 isn't right either. Union select 1, 2, 3.
Mr.
There we
Streamer!
go. Hang on, what? Would this be a form of stack? No, this isn't a stacked query. This is weird. This isn't really. I mean, I guess it's technically second order SQL injection, except it's kind of not. It is. I get the whole inception thing now. This is SQL injection within an SQL injection. So if you, let me. Okay, I got 3 seconds. Let me put my glasses back on. Okay. Go away. Right. Okay, so let's. I think I have it in my head now. So we're on this user ID equals 1 page, right? And if we go to user ID equals 2, I mean, there's no user. And we can't add a user, which is even more annoying. So this user, we know, has... there was a user ID, a username, and a password in the users table, right? So this query is going to be select... it's probably just like select ID, username, pass... Oh, it's not even going to select password, right? We just care about the ID and the username. From users where ID equals, and then this is our injection point, right? So injection. But on this same page, what it's going to do, it's going to use this ID here. So this will return 1 row, right? If we have what ID equals 1, this is going to return 1 row, and let me turn off this stupid find. This is going to return 1 row, and it's going to return 1 admin, right? So this is the result of this query. And then further down this page, there's another query, select all from, I guess, could be even just name, right? Name from posts where author ID equals, and it's going to reference this. So say in the code you run this query and then you set the variable user ID equals to this value 1, right? And then in this statement here, you do something like where author ID equals, I don't know, we're just going to do user ID, right? Okay. And this admin user has 2 posts. So this is going to return 2 things. It's going to return first post and it's going to return second post. Okay. But if we do a union here, so we're going to union select 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it was it just 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. If we do union select 1, 2, 3, 4 dash dash whatever. Okay. Now what a union does, I mean, maybe it's easier to show what a union does. MySQL. Create database test. Use test. Create table. Create table. I need to use my SQL syntax. The machine hasn't expired. It shouldn't have anyway. MySQL create table. Column type. Okay, right, yeah. So create table test. We're going to do ID int 10. Just do username. Varchar. Okay. I don't think we need quotes. Okay, great. So now if we insert into test values 1 admin, right? Select all from test. And get this, right? So we have equals 1. Sorry, where ID equals 1. And we get admin, right? But if we do a union select 1, we get a different number of columns, so we need select 1, 2, 3, technically. No, 2, sorry. Right? If we get this, and I think even if we do a union all, yeah, it's the same thing. So this 1 goes down here and this 2 goes down here. Right? So what the posts table is doing is it's taking the ID, and it looks like it's taking this ID, because if you set this ID to some value that doesn't exist, right? So let's just say 1337, right? There's no user with ID 1337, but if you union it still, you still get these values. And so even if you were to do up here, right? So if we did this, right, select 1, 2, you get this, you get 1, 2, which wouldn't do anything. But if we do ID is 1337, right, then we only get this. And that's fine, because the user ID is technically still 1, which means this is going to work. Which is why when we say, like, let's just change this to 1337. And we do... I'm just going to take this all out. So if we do this, right, we still get the first post and the second post, because this one here is now being used as the user ID, even though it's not a valid user. So what we can then do is because we can control the value of this 1, because it's a string, we can make it a string. we can then SQL inject into this second post. So if we were to, instead of this, do something like test, right? Then this would become the string test, and this would then become where author ID equals test, which makes no sense, right? But you can inject into this. You could say where author ID equals 1, or 1 equals 1, right? And now our user ID becomes that, and then that becomes that. And now that's valid. And then we can just do exactly the same thing. We can do a union select in here. So we should, yeah, we can do a union select. Wait a minute, has it actually killed it? I've renewed the friggin' box. Come on, please. No, it's still up. There we go. And there we go. You see that 2? That's this 2 here. So if I was to type test there. Oh, maybe I know I need quotes. Sorry, I need quotes. If I was to do that, test, which means now we can enumerate. We can do the same kind of injections we've been doing. What am I doing? So we can do a group concat. Wait, should we do database maybe? Yeah, there we go. SQL for the missing database. So if we do group concat, actually was, yeah, that was SQL 4, right? Group concat table names, table name, hang on, from information underscore schema dot tables, where table schema equals database. There we have the flag database, the flag table. And now we have this new posts database, which we didn't have before, did we? Oh, we did have posts. Wait, what? No, that's in flag. That was in shell 5. Okay, never mind. So now we can do column name with information schema.columns, where table name equals flag. Oops. Hang on. Oh no, that's fine. Flag and ID. So now we can just do flag from flag. There's flag 4. Okay, that was good. And yeah, it's using 2 different databases. So you can well, it's not using 2 different databases. It's probably using oh no, it is. Sorry, it's using 2 different databases and 2 different users probably, because our other user couldn't access that database. So effectively, you can have multiple connections to the same database using different users. Sorry, you can have multiple connections to different databases using different users within the same page of a web app. It's just never done because it's pointless. All right, let's do marbles. Well, anyone can ask questions. Random. Here's a good one. Marble Centauri. Let's do that. All right. When I wrap my head around. When I wrap my head around that, it made sense. Okay, exclamation point play in the chat if you want to play. And this is a game where you don't have to do anything to play. It's just a fun little game before we end the stream. Speaking of which, let me find some of the raid. We'll start the countdown. Well, MT's online. MT Taggart's online. Did I start the countdown? I did. Yes. Oh, shoot. My bad. Oh well. You had enough time to join. Okay. For a Night Warrior for a bit. Oh, I think I saw this one on Gar's stream. This is a long one. Well, as a group, we're pretty close together right now. Oh, Ricard took the lead. Ooh. Well, here we go. Mystique has a nice lead right now. Night Warrior's kind of catching up. Doesn't even look like we're moving. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Anya, you can't join mid track. I accidentally pressed I pressed skip countdown for some reason. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look at that! We are all together as a group. Oh, apart from me, I'm way back there. Yeah, you joined a little too late, Anya. Next time. I like that it shows Mystice's last message on the bottom of her little card thing. Oh, it's cool. It tracks the wins. Mystique has had 0 wins, so how many's Night Warrior had? 0 as well, so to be honest, it'd be a first win for both of them. Oh, Oreobite and Fraggle have somehow died, so has Ricard, I think? Yep. Oh, Night Warrior. Night Warrior just made it through. There's only 3 of us left. Oh, oh my goodness. Could we ask for a closer... Mystique just fell off the map. What was that? Where am I? Somehow I made it. There's two of us that made it. Well done, Night Warrior. That was hilarious. Mystique just crashed into a... I don't know what it was. Some kind of block. Alright. Let's stream anything. I'm gonna just check and see what Taggart's doing. And how long he's been streaming for. He's only been streaming an hour and a half, so he might be doing stuff. So we'll raid MT Taggart. Alright, on the screen are my socials. Please give me a follow on Twitter, join the Discord server, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give me a follow on Twitch where you'll get notified when I go live. Thank you everybody for joining me for this Web Up Wednesday. I hope we learned some stuff. And definitely check out my stream on Friday where we'll be going over some of the Hack the Box CTF solutions. Some of them are really crazy. You do not want to miss that stream. It will be at 5:30 Eastern Time PM on Friday. Alright, thank you so much guys. Let's go raid MT Taggart.